A Mississippi woman needing help to buy supplies for her diabetic daughter was told to get it with her own money. Okay. Now, Nicole Nichols said that she contacted her local representative, Jeff Guice, after she and her other parents had been struggling to buy necessary supplies for their children's insulin pumps. Now, the reason that they couldn't get these insulin pumps is that the company that used to supply them changed its policy and outsourced their products to a company that wasn't covered under the state's Medicaid program. Now, because of that change, her and other families pay around $2,000 a month for the medication that their kids need. Now, in this case, Nicole Nichols has an 8-year-old daughter named Bella, who kind of needs this insulin to survive. Now, she said, quote, "We have recently begun having a lot of problems with Medicaid/CHIPS coverage for the essential diabetes supplies needed, not only to keep our kids healthy, but to keep them alive. Is there someone in the legislature that can and will help these children stay healthy? They must have these medications and supplies, which administer the medications to stay healthy and, quite honestly, alive." Of the 3 legislatures she contacted, Nichols said, Guice was the only one to respond harshly. He said, quote, "I am sorry for your problem. Have you thought about buying the supplies with money that you earn?" What the fuck? Okay, so look, $2,000 for a month for insulin supplies. Anybody have $2,000 just kind of laying around for supplies? That's a lot of money. I couldn't afford that. There's a lot of American families that couldn't afford that, especially in Mississippi, which is an incredibly poor state. I mean, it's a state that has a lot of poor people. So these programs are there to help you be able to afford that stuff because, hey, you kind of can't live without insulin. You kind of need it, okay? So this is actually a matter of life and death. And this guy says, you know what? I don't care about your problems. How about you go and buy it with money you earn? Well, that's funny because she earns her money, okay? She works, but according to her, she says they live paycheck to paycheck despite working to make ends meet. Now, both Bella and Nichols' family, their Bella and Nichols' husband live with diabetes. So there's several cases of diabetes within that family, okay? And they can't afford their medication. That's why they had Medicaid, and that's why they had the CHIPS program. Well, they can't afford it now because of these changes. And what does their legislator do? Fuck off. Fuck off and die, is essentially what they're saying. How heartless could you be? How heartless? It's amazing. It's amazing to me that people in this day and age could care so little about other people as to say something as ridiculous as that. Now, following up on this, Guice had refused to comment on what he told this lady and her family. He said, quote, "I don't do interviews. That's probably because you made yourself look like even more of an asshole than you already look. And trust me, at this point, that's really hard to do. We've got to start caring about people, and we've got to start electing people who actually care about other people, or else you're going to continue to get assholes like this who tell people to fuck off and essentially die."